Yeah. Hallelujah. Still coming? Still coming. Okay, I think that means most of them are here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. More coming. More coming. Yesterday, when we gathered here, I began my comments. Standing here with our new members of Congress by saying a picture is worth 1,000 words. That's what they said. I said then, and I say now, that this picture before you is worth millions of votes. Millions of votes. Millions of women's votes that it took to re-elect President Barack Obama. Millions of women's votes who helped us elect a record number of women to the Congress of the United States. As you look forward, understand that you are looking into the future. The future of empowerment of women in America. We saw some of these faces yesterday among the new members elect. I said then that they were part of the most diverse caucus in the history of the world, the first time that a parliamentary body would have a party who had a majority of women and minorities as its strength. And we're very, very proud of that. Said yesterday we did not have this majority, but we have the gavel. Excuse me. We don't have the gavel.
It's going to have its own gavel.
We have something more important. We have unity. We do not have the gavel. We do not have the majority, but we have unity. I think our caucus this morning demonstrated that very clearly. So I come here with my sisters. When I came to Congress 25 years ago, there were about 23 members of Congress who were women out of 435. Just think of that. 12 Democrats, 11 Republicans, something like that. Today, we have over 60 House Democratic women. Very good. Not enough. We want more. But all of us who were there, that dozen early on, that dozen of us there, we all took responsibility to try to pull more women into Congress in our state delegations and across the country. I'm very proud that in California, our delegation of Democrats is a majority of women, not even counting our two senators, Senator Feinstein and Senator Boxer. So women are empowered in California. I also want to acknowledge that although our numbers are great here, two of our colleagues have gone on to the Senate. Senator-elect Tammy Baldwin, and we're very proud of that. Senator-elect Mazie Hirono. Only the second woman of color to serve in the Senate. So that's pretty exciting. And unfortunately, we won't have Kathy Hochul and Betty Sutton in this next Congress, but the future is soon and coming upon us, and we know they will be making a great public contribution. So here we are. In the past week since the election, we're still finishing up some of our campaigns. We're very proud of the success, as I said yesterday, and as you see here today. Why is it important for us to make this statement of the strength of women in the Congress of the United States, of the House Democratic women? Because this is where the hopes and dreams of America's families are riding. They may not know that. They may not know one party from the next and the rest. But we know that without Rosa DeLauro, we would not have Lilly Ledbetter and the Paycheck Fairness Act. Without Gwen Moore, we would not have the Violence Against Women Act being put forth the way it is. Gwen, dear, thank you. Jackie Spear working so hard with other members of our caucus, Loretta Sanchez, to protect women in the military. We are so very, very proud of the chair of the Democratic National Committee, here, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who is here with us. I could go around here and talk about the leadership. Certainly Susan Davis, women in the military, has been her issue for a long time. But in any event, the point is that if America is going to reach its full fulfillment as a nation, we must have the further empowerment of women. Women in the military, if we want to be at our strongest, we must give women every opportunity in the women to hold every job so that they can one day attain the top job. We want women in business. How could it be that the Fortune 500 and there are fewer than 20 CEOs of Fortune 500 companies? If we want our economy to flourish and grow, we must lift up women's leadership in our economy. Very important. Women in the academic world, women in healthcare, any subject you can name is more wholesome, more successful, more efficient with the involvement of women. And so women came to the polls. When women came to the polls last week, they registered their support for those who understood the challenges that women face. It's really, really a remarkable thing. Under the leadership of the women standing here, the voices of America's mothers, daughters, and grandmothers will be heard. Women are the breadwinners for our families, in many cases, the small business owners in our communities. Isn't that right, Nydia Valesca? Right here. And the workers that will spur our prosperity. They're holding jobs, but they also are creating jobs as entrepreneurs and owners. And we keep our focus on women's rights and health, equal pay and choice. We also know that women are focused on the same issues all of us are: the economy, jobs, the future of the middle class, and the national security of our country. They're concerned about fiscal soundness for America because they think about the future. As we move forward to debate our economic and fiscal challenges in the weeks and months ahead, one thing is clear: our economic agenda choices and decisions will be viewed through the perspective and the eyes of our nation's women and their needs and those of their families. So I have decided, in light of all of the excitement accompanying our beautifully diverse caucus in San Francisco, I always say the beauty is in the mix. That's also where the strength is, in the mix. And the size of our women's caucus, I'm not satisfied. We want more. But we are the largest element of political leadership for women in the country, at larger than it's ever been. So I have made the decision that some of you may have some interest in order to continue work on empowering women, to making sure our Affordable Care Act is enforced in a way that no longer being a woman be a pre-existing medical condition. To work with the president to create jobs and grow our economy in a way that empowers women in the workplace. To talk about a healthy political climate, to work with women to say, we know one way to increase the involvement of women in the government and politics, you must reduce the role of money and increase the level of civility, and that would be a very good thing for our country and would elect more women and more young people. So a healthy nation, a healthy political arena, a healthy planet. I'm so pleased to hear what the president said about clean energy jobs for the future. As you know, that has been a priority for me, and I want to I look forward to working on those issues as we go forward. So it is about, again, a healthy, fair economy, healthy people, healthy planet, healthy politics. You cannot separate the policy from the politics. If you want good, Walter Reuther said, you cannot separate the bread box from the ballot box. If we want the right policies for America's working families, you must have politics that is fair and enables people who share those values to be elected. So, in order to reignite the American dream, that's what we're about, to build ladders of opportunity for those who want to work hard, play by the rules, take responsibility, to have those ladders have sides about small business and entrepreneurship and a strong and thriving middle class, we have work to do. And I have made a decision to submit my name to my colleagues to once again serve as the House Democratic leader when we come up. I'm so proud to stand here with you, my sisters. A lot of our male friends really wanted to come out here. Said no. This is girls' morning out. Any questions?